Okay, here we go. Tour Divide Rundown Part 1, Canadian section. So I have been pretty cold and wet for the past day and a half. But we'll get to that part. We'll start at the very beginning. It's been incredible. And I just want to remind you that I am going to make like real videos after I get home. I've been filming, but this is what you're going to get for now. It's pretty much like a video journal. So day one, I have never been so anxious before an athletic event ever. And I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's because it's a race and I'm really trying to challenge myself in a big way. But man, my nerves were on edge all night before the race. And then finally, I calmed down. And you know why? I got on my bike, and that just fixed everything. The Grand Depart was amazing. There were hundreds of people there at the YWCA in Banff. Lots of riders, lots of locals. And this is why I did this. This is why I chose to do the actual event and not do this on my own, is I wanted to be part of the energy and the humanity of it all. And it's been absolutely incredible. So day one was beautiful, beautiful weather, and just riding at the first part, going out of Banff into the Banff National Park and just making friends and talking to people as we're riding. And, you know, it's a race, but I'm not going like full blast, of course. People up front definitely are, not me. And we had some great single track, and we got rained on a little bit, and you know, just riding, and just the mountains are stunning. You know, I've been looking forward to seeing the Canadian Rockies, and I finally saw them, and they definitely are beautiful. Stay tuned for those videos. I saw a bear on my first day, just a cute little black bear that was walking in front of me, and I was riding behind it, and I knew I was going to spook it at some point, and I spooked it and it ran off. And I just said to it, "Don't go get your mom." And it didn't. And the first day, it just felt really good. It felt like, okay, I can do this. I've done this so many times. I'm just riding my bike, and then I'm going to go camping. Why am I so stressed out about this? I found a great campsite day one at about 98 miles, which wasn't too hard, but it was definitely, you know, I'm pushing it. That's a bigger day than I usually do. And I camped at the base of Coco Claims, which is the very infamous hike-a-bike section that's about 10 kilometers long. I wanted to camp there and not get into Coco into the evening because I knew it would take forever. So I camped at about 8 p.m. that night, woke up the next morning, and then tackled Coco, and it was everything they say it is. It's steep, and it's muddy and sloppy, but it was also fun, and there were tons of riders on that second morning, all struggling up together. So we were in it together. And then down Coco, out into this beautiful valley, and then the sun came out, yay! And then I had this really cool thing happen. This Canadian guy who lives in the area was following my dot, and he came out and met me, and we rode together for like half an hour. It was his birthday, his 45th birthday, so I got to spend his birthday with him. And we just rode and chatted and talked. And then he went off on his way. And then I got into, outside of Fernie, it started raining like crazy. And it was cold rain. And luckily I have all the gear I need, put on my gear. Got into Fernie, went to a bagel shop, and sat there and tried to warm up because I was pretty soaking wet. And this is where I was wondering, should I continue on? I was looking at the weather. It's going to be crappy all night. Do I really want to continue on, or do I want to get a hotel and be cozy and warm? And then I thought, you know what, Ryan, this is why you came here. You came here to do some uncomfortable things. So I called my mom. She counseled me like she always does. And I got back on my bike with my waterproof pants, and I'm waterproof everything. And I even bought some waterproof dish gloves and headed back out there. And it was a good decision. Even though it was wet and cold, it was a good decision. Rode up and up and up, and made some friends with a couple of really cool women. Courtney from Australia and Alyssa from Colorado Springs, and we rode to a cabin where there were a lot of riders all bunched up together last night. And there's even a fire, so I got to warm up my hands a little bit. The cabin was full. There were people there that had gotten there before us. So I camped outside, and I slept really well last night with the rain pitter-pattering on my tent. Woke up pretty early, about 5 o'clock, got on my bike at 6, and today was tough, for sure. It was wet and cold for a lot of the day. I even saw snow. I got snowed on today, going up and down different passes. The wall was today, another super, super steep, shorter than Coco hike-a-bike section. And it was slippery too. It was like so hard to push my bike up. You push it up a bit and hit your brakes and try to grab yourself, but push and grab, and you're slipping at the same time because it's been snowing and raining, so everything's sloppy. And we made it through there, and then up and up and up through Dalton Pass. And Dalton Pass is where 2 years ago a lot of riders were rescued because it was a full-on snowstorm and they got stuck in hypothermic. So I'm glad that didn't happen. And it was snowing on us too. And I was just so glad to get up and over. And on the backside, right before the U.S. border, a nice Canadian couple came out to give me a high five. It was really great to see them. And they brought their cool dog, Maverick. And then I crossed into the USA. Woohoo! And then it started raining again. And I got into Eureka and I had a veggie burger at this place called Dewey's. It was amazing. And I considered going more mileage today, but there was another storm coming in, and I just wasn't in the mood to keep on getting wet. So I'm at a cabin now, about 2 miles off route, south of the route, and I'm drying out all my stuff. Everything is all over the place. And here I am, and I'm happy and I'm healthy. The weather does not look good the next 2 days, so there could be more of what I've already experienced. But it's been magical. A lot of things that I don't capture, like the birds chirping off in the distance, or I ride by a little stream and I hear the water trickling down, or a chipmunk running across the road. And it's all these little moments, and I've had plenty of time to just think and process. And I already feel more confident going forward, for what I have already experienced and what I've already been through. And I know it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to make more friends. And I'm only 3 days into this. I have a long way to go, very long way to go. And I'll try to keep uploading these videos. It depends. I'm going to have a situation like this where I have Wi-Fi and a hotel room or something. But thank you all so much for your support. You've been sending me messages from all over the world, and it just warms my heart. They go straight to my heart when you send them to me, so thank you so much. And, I have so much respect for the leaders of this race. I'm pushing myself pretty hard, and the leaders are so far ahead of me. It's unbelievable. These elite athletes are something else, and I just think it's incredible how fast they can pedal their bikes and how long they pedal their bikes without sleeping. So tonight I'm going to get to bed pretty early and have another big day tomorrow. And that's all I got to say right now. I'll try to do another update very soon. Bye.